Hi Cancerians, welcome to your check-in, your weekly check-in for the 7th to the 14th of October. The books you can see at the sides here are from the Oracle decks I'm going to be using for today's reading. Your monthly reading for October is now available to watch on the channel, and if you have already seen that, then you'll know exactly why this book is here. I'm a Libra, which I've said quite often on the channel. So my birthday is actually on Friday the 13th this month. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be giving this book away as a birthday giveaway. I ordered one of them and I was given two by mistake. So if you would like this book, please send me an email. My email address is on my about page. It's also in the description box. In the monthly videos at the start, I do explain a little bit more about the connection between Friday the 13th and divine feminine energy, and I relate it a little bit to my birth chart. I will very likely be doing a special reading on my birthday as well. And there will be a few other readings I'm planning to do for this week because we have Pluto going direct in Capricorn on Wednesday the 11th, which I'm happy about. I've had Pluto in my 6th house, as well as it being in Capricorn for probably nearly a couple of decades now, and it's been very, very, very hard. So hopefully this, I believe Pluto has gone back and forth a little bit in Capricorn and coming out of it, and it will do so again over the next year or two, but I'm just looking forward to getting the hell out of my 6th house. I've had enough. But it's part of the process, isn't it? Yeah. And also there's an eclipse, a solar eclipse and a new moon, both in Libra on Saturday the 14th of October as well. So those are a few of the extra readings I'll be doing. But let's focus on your weekly check-in. Let's move these out of the way for you. And we're going to start off by getting your main theme or focal point for the weekly check-in. So I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot to do this. So what do Cancerians need to know for the 7th to the 14th of October? Right, you have the Sun and you have the Fool. That's potential, is the first thing that's coming to mind with that. But let's see what else comes out for you. So let's get your specific energy coming into this weekly check-in. You have the Tower in reverse. Bloody hell, I think, has everybody got the Tower? Possibly, or maybe nearly everyone has. Yours is in reverse though, so it will be interesting to see what that means. Right, let's get any external or surrounding energies. So no, I'm gonna try that again because I'm not sure about the ones that came out. So you had 3 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So let's try that again. So any surrounding or external energies for Cancerians. You have the Queen. Oh God, again. I mean, I know this is a surrounding or external energy, Cancer, but it keeps on coming up for you. And I keep seeing it as like a fighting spirit energy, but is it your energy? I mean, surrounding energy, it could potentially be another person. It could be something that's inspiring you. Let's get your guidance or advice, please. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, so we're going to get you an oracle card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So what else does Cancer need to know, or if the cards can give us like a summary? Almost, that was gonna be Nightingale Spirit, love is all around, but I will try that again. Yes. Right, so we have time for beginner mindset. I mean, I did say potential there with the Fool and the Sun. And you also have, and that was Porcupine Spirit. You also have Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. And you have Koala Spirit, yep, Spirit has a plan. Koalas, I think they're so cute, seriously. Funnily enough, that Groundhog Spirit, I was saying something to someone about, with my life in particular, no it's not this isn't a reading about me, but my life felt like Groundhog Day, because as much as I feel like I've transformed a lot internally and made changes externally as well in the real world, so I've taken steps to make things different, life has felt like Groundhog Day, where it's just the same problems and situations coming up repeatedly. And I did eventually come to the conclusion that maybe it's yes, I am transforming. Yes, I am taking steps, but am I just showing up? Am I still not showing up authentically? And is that why I'm getting the same situations? And I think, shall I share the quote? Oh, sorry, let's share the quote. I've shared it with probably everybody so far. So it's a quote I kind of hashed together based on conversations I've had with people, thoughts I've had. There was also a video, a tarot video by Aquarian Insight, one of the readers I followed for a very long time. And there was something she said in her most recent weekly video as well. So I'll share it with you. It's probably going to be shared with everybody at this point. So the quote says, if I can find it, right. Just contemplating, we can end up spending so much of our time in situations, jobs, friendships, romantic relationships, communities, family friend relationships, where we repeatedly compromise or sacrifice our integrity, our beliefs, our values, our principles, and parts of ourselves. Then we get to the point where we decide, I can't be that person anymore. So yeah, that was from the Groundhog Day feeling that I kind of, those thoughts came to mind. I mean, if there is potential here for something new, the tower energy, could this be where the tower's over, or is it a potential to do something differently? Let's have a look. Let's get clarifying. So I'm not going to read these from the book. I don't feel like I need to read them at this point. That may change during the reading, but I feel okay with what we have here now, that it's enough to, it's enough to give us what we need. So let's clarify the Sun and the Fool first of all, which is your main theme for the week. And I mean, with the Sun and the Fool, so as well as potential, it can be about, I mean, it is beginner mind, isn't it? It's being open, having an open mind, being open to new possibilities. That has been a bit of a running theme for you, I believe, with the readings that we've done. So, okay, try that again. So what do we need to know for the Sun and the Fool together as the main theme? And I have explained, that was a very aggressive fly, to the other signs, that with the vice versa deck, I actually really like the deck, but because I like flippers and flyers when I do my readings, it's, it can be a bit awkward with this deck because they have images on both sides, so you can't tell what's flipped half the time. Seven of Swords again. I think everybody's got the Seven of Swords, but right, we have the Empress first and the stars. I've noticed with all of the readings that I've done so far this week, the stars in them are very, very prominent, even if they aren't images about stars. It's just like the stars are all standing out there. So you have the Empress and you have the Seven of Swords. What else do we need to know for Cancerians? So we'll take that Four of Pentacles. Okay, I think you... Okay. Yeah, you got the... Okay, I was thinking it was a different card, then I was thinking of Four of Swords. So this is a card of stability, isn't it? I was just looking at the wand and wondering why the wand is at his feet, kind of on fire, but get to that in a bit. So I'm getting a sense so far already of you wanting to build. You may already have a stable foundation, but it feels like you want to go towards something more abundant, more creative, and probably more authentic, since you've got the Seven of Swords sort of sneaking off. But let's get more for that. Anything else for the Sun and the Fool? Right, yeah, they're going to be in reverse. So first of all, you have the Page of Cups, I believe, in reverse. And you have the Two of Swords in reverse as well. Okay, so I'm going to get one for the Seven of Swords on its own. And you've got the Hanged Man If you just hold on 1 minute, we'll get one more for that. So these are the sub clarifiers now. No, not that, although that could be relevant, but I'm not going to take that one. Anything else for the Seven of Swords, please? Right, Cancer, I'm not exactly sure why all of yours want to be on the floor today, but... Right, okay. So again, there is that whole theme of honor and integrity coming up here. I mean, the Hanged Man can often be about beliefs or change where your perspective and your beliefs have changed. And just the way that Seven of Swords is in between the Empress and the Four of Pentacles, it's almost like you wanting to shift away or try something different in terms of your stability, because Four of Pentacles, it can be about stability. I mean, it can also be about being kind of miserly, holding on to something, being stingy, not being able to let go. But it just looks like you want to move towards something more fruitful is the word that's coming to mind. Let's get one for the Empress alone. Anything for the Empress on its own, please. There we go. Yeah, that's the card of standing up for something, standing up for what you want, isn't it? So I feel with that, is it the King or the Queen? It is the King, I believe. Yeah, this one is the King of Swords. With the King of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Seven of Swords, you may have had a change, literally a change of beliefs, and that whole principles thing is coming up again, where you want to move towards something more authentic. You don't want to base your stability on anything that doesn't feel authentic to you, and you are just kind of very likely open to new potential, to new opportunity. That's what I'm getting from that so far. Let's get one for that Page of Cups. I'm not sure why that's there. I mean, I would say... Okay, let's do the Page of Cups first. I'm getting a sense of you sort of not throwing out, but sort of letting go of what you thought you already knew, if that makes sense. I mean, that's a card of, well, this is what holds us back, isn't it? The Devil. Let's see what else comes after the Devil. Okay, so Three of Cups is often around support, friendship, can be celebration too, community. I don't know why so many of your cards are ending up on the floor today. It's fine. Yeah, we've got the Eight of Swords here. There's definitely a running theme here with this whole integrity thing. Yeah, you've got the Eight of Swords now. Obviously, she's got a sword of truth there. She's hiding it behind her back. The eagle there sees things from a higher perspective or a different perspective. It's sort of like letting go of what you thought you knew or you thought you felt, to try something new or to be open to something new. That's what I'm getting. Okay. I mean, you have got time to let go, beginner mindset, so that does make sense. Spirit has a plan. You may be trusting the universe or whatever you want to call it a little bit more. Let's look at your energy specifically with that Tower in reverse. So what do we need to know about that Tower? Nope. God, I keep saying to I did say to the other signs in the videos that it's like I torture myself with this deck because of how awkward it is for me to use, but I actually really like it. And I need to research if there's a more detailed information about the symbols and stuff in here, because the handbook that you get, well, that I got with this deck is just, it doesn't give you much, to be honest. Really brief, and there's a lot of symbols and in-depth stuff that that would probably be useful. I mean, what is that constellation? I've got no idea. I don't know anything about constellations. It doesn't tell you in the book there. So, right, the Tower as Cancer's actual energy. Right, so we have Strength, and this is the Strength card with the Devil in it. We have the Three of Pentacles. Is there any resistance to change, Cancer? Are you resisting slightly? It's just because when the Tower's in reverse for me, a lot of the time it feels a bit like resistance. And then seeing the Strength card and the Devil in the same card in this particular deck, it's almost like facing your fears, isn't it? It feels like facing your fears. Anything else? Anything else for the Tower for Cancerians, please? Right, we have Three of Swords now. So you got 2 3s together. You've got a Ace of Pentacles there, which would be a new opportunity. Let me get something for the Three of Pentacles. So that's a card of cooperation, collaboration, bringing something together. Nope. Nope. If it was any other deck, I would have been able to take the cards out, but because you can't tell what's flipped. There we go. You've got 3 3s together. Who did this happen for? It happened to one of the other signs as well. I'd say this is where the potential or desire to try something new or bring something new opportunity together is. With the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands together. There we go. So you've got the Two of Cups, again, with lots of stars in the card. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. And I remember in your last reading, it was something about where it's like you almost had an epiphany about wanting to try and sort of engage in friendships again. If you've gone through a period of time where you've isolated yourself or where you've felt you've been hurt by people and you sort of kept your distance, there was a feeling of wanting to sort of revive any old friendships or have new friendships, have a new relationship. There was sort of an epiphany there. I mean, the Two of Cups is where you share your cup with someone. I guess it's a huge sense of a desire there to connect again, to connect with something that you love, whether it's people. I mean, Libra season, we're in Libra season now. That's a season of partnerships, isn't it? Let's get one more after that Three of Pentacles. It's a sense of facing your fears to bring something together. I probably will get something for that Three of Swords as well, because that's pain. Let's try that again. That 10, not 10, is number 10. The Wheel feels like that spirit has a plan, or needing to trust. That spirit will help you, support you, back you. But you have to be open. Right. So we've got the Hermit there. And I was just talking about where you may have isolated yourself. Obviously, the Hermit isolates, don't they? So if you have been through a period of isolation, or not even isolation, introspection in general, I did mention that your beliefs may have changed. You've got the Page of Pentacles there, wanting to plant a new seed, start again. That is like a beginner mind. It's learning, isn't it? So you may be wanting to bring something together, but there may be fears that you need to face in doing that. To try again, to start again, to have a beginner mind and to look at the potential of something and try it and see if you can bring it together. Let's get something for that Three of Swords, please. Right, okay. I mean, that would be isolation as well, wouldn't it? To protect yourself. It's like a comfort zone where you have everything you need, but you're on your own. I mean, yeah, she's got a bird, she's got a rabbit, she hasn't got any other human beings around her. Some people are fine with that, but we live in a world with billions. What is it? Something like 8 billion people at present. That number might have changed. I think last time I looked it was 8 billion, but Yeah, I feel like it's overcoming any fears or any challenges, especially where you've been hurt in the past, to put the effort in to bring something together. You've got the magician there to manifest, just try again is coming to mind. Energy of trying again. And as I say, it could be in connecting with people, possibly, but it's more just an openness to connect with whatever it is in life that you love, or that makes you feel something. So yeah, let's leave that there. So I think the tower being in reverse is about overcoming the challenge potentially, or overcoming the fears, should I say. Maybe there's something that you need to let go of to do. Maybe the fears are what you need to let go of and you haven't quite done that yet, and that's why the tower's there in reverse. Or you're in the middle of a tower moment potentially. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. So why is the Queen of Wands there? That's the external or surrounding energy. I would say that could be where there's an energy where you need to, or you're being encouraged to put yourself out there to be seen in order to attract what it is you want. If you do want to connect with people or whatever it is that you love, you can't get it by staying at home waiting for it to knock on your door, can you? So right, Queen of Wands. Let's see if we can get anything for the Queen of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Anything else? Nope. And now I've lost half the deck. I may decide not to use this vice versa deck for as a in readings in general on the channel, because it's just very, very awkward, isn't it? I mean, it's all right in personal readings when you've got all the time, well, not all the time in the world, but on video it just takes up a lot of time, doesn't it? No. Try that again. There we go. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. Anything else? And we have the Four of Swords, right? So this, when the Four of Pentacles came up earlier, I thought it was this card actually, where you've got a side where you've got a fire in the background, and the person is just there. It looks like they're sleeping, but their eyes are actually wide open, so they're fully aware that there's a fire there, and they're not doing anything about it. It's kind of like complacency, isn't it? Let's get one more for that. So I feel actually this could be that energy where I said, whatever you want to achieve, whoever you want to connect with, whatever it is you want to connect with, you're not going to get it by sitting there. And he's sort of sitting there doing nothing, isn't he? So this is the Two of Wands is where you choose your path. You have the choice, you choose your path. The Sun is there as well. You've got the Knight of Cups, they have their dreams, don't they? They know what their heart wants, and they're willing to go for it. Knights are always on a mission of some kind, aren't they? Let's get one more. I would say this Knight of Swords is this. I mean, this is a very powerful Knight of Swords to me. The way he's flying in the air, and he's really powerful. He looks like he's willing to ride the horse through a storm, because it's stormy, isn't it? In the background, it's stormy sort of clouds. Again, that would be overcoming any fears that you have. Maybe you have fears around speaking your truth or making your actual needs known. I forgot what I was actually going to say now, apart from that. 10 of Pentacles. Let's get something to clarify that, actually. Right, so this is it Judgment? No, it's Death. The Death card and the Judgment card in this deck looks so similar. So I always have to double check. See, you've got the Sun again, the potential. So in this particular Death card, right on this side, this is where Death has come to collect. This side, it's where the person's long gone. There are people mourning over her. Maybe they're paying tribute. She's off in the afterlife, if you want to call it that, dancing around in the sun. And it's, for me, this particular Death card, it's like accepting the transformation, accepting the letting go, isn't it? Accepting the death of something so that you can move on to a new life, where you'll be happy. I mean, she's dancing, she's I mean, I'd imagine she's happy. She's dancing, she's naked, she's free, she's vulnerable. Let's get another one for that Ten of Pentacles. And I've got the deck upside down. That doesn't help, does it? Nope. Right, okay. So we have the Queen of Cups, where it looks like she may potentially be hiding her feelings because we're seeing the back of her. And then we have the Queen of Wands again. And this particular Queen of Wands to me, she kind of looks like she's just sort of sitting there waiting, isn't she? Just, I don't know, she meditating, whatever she's doing. The Queen of Wands is known to be attractive, like she attracts whatever it is that she wants, and she's sitting there. She looks confident, she looks calm, just waiting for whatever it is that she wants to come towards her. But as I said, from this Queen of Wands, it's like you have to kind of put yourself out there, don't you? You do have to make your needs known, you have to make your feelings known, you have to choose a path. If there's anything you need to let go of, as I said, it may possibly be fears. You have to allow the transformation to take place so that you can move on. That's what I'm getting here. The Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles for me is, what is it? The clarifiers make more sense than the actual Ten of Pentacles itself. I guess that would be the overall fulfillment, because the Ten of Pentacles, it is a card of abundance, isn't it? It's usually practical, material, financial abundance. But for me, it's more like a full package kind of card where everything is satisfying. In this one, it's almost like asking, are they asking for permission or to get married, or are they just coming and sort of greeting their elder? Why are they there? This is why I said the book needs to give us more, so that we can kind of, I mean, I know we can interpret it ourselves, but it is good to have sort of meanings from the book as well to help. This one almost looks like they're asking permission, or they're asking for assistance or support or blessing. It looks like they're asking for someone's blessing. Are you feeling like you need to ask for someone's blessing to move on or to move forward? That's something that is coming to mind here. But the Queen of Wands energy, so this is a surrounding energy. She doesn't need permission to do anything. She just does whatever she wants to do and gets whatever she wants to get. She doesn't need permission. So I don't know if you feel like you need someone's blessing to kind of move on with your life and to have a new life and a new start. Okay. Maybe there's a Queen of Wands type energy in your life. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be an Aries, but maybe there's a person there that you feel like you want or need their blessing to move forward. Either way, it's still a sense of you need to put yourself out there. You'll need to put yourself out there and be seen, and not be afraid to say what you want and share how you feel as well. And then we move on to the Page of Cups, which is your advice, and he's about feelings. So let's clarify that. So we're clarifying the Page of Cups as your advice. Okay, this card keeps on coming out as well, the Five of Wands, which to me looks a lot like a tower. It's clearly a battle. Things are coming to a head. I think probably every reading I've done so far has this card in it somewhere, and I keep talking about things coming to a head. Maybe that's, I don't know if it's the Pluto influence. No, because Five of Wands isn't Pluto, is it? I'm not sure without checking properly what that means, or the planets and stuff that are associated with it. I know it's wands, obviously, so it's fire related, but again, it's that coming to a head. Things are coming to a head. You've got the Nine of Cups there. That person's very, very, very satisfied. They look content. I mean, he looks a bit smug, actually, if I'm going to be honest. But you know what? Sometimes we're allowed to be smug. Oh, you've got the eclipse there as well. The Ten of Swords, and there's an eclipse there. Anything else for that Page of Cups? Again, from the Page of Cups, it's giving more of a vibe of being open. Yeah, be willing to express how you feel and what you want to feel, but be open to new feelings as well, if that makes any sense. But you might be feeling the pressure. You might be feeling the pressure of that there is something that you may potentially feel like something's missing, or there's a particular way that you want to feel, And it's like a pressure cooker, isn't it, where the feeling's there. You may not even know how to achieve it, but the feeling is there. And yeah, what more can I say? Anything else? So this is the Emperor. Yep, you've got the Emperor there. I'd love to know why there are so many like what do you call it, a torch type thing there with fire, still on fire. So that's the Emperor. And the Emperor's about sovereignty. It's about taking the lead, taking control. One more. Actually, I'll leave that. I'm going to get one for that 5 of Wands. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Okay. This feels like where you neglect yourself, and you need to fight for yourself. Like whatever it is, however it is that you want to feel, I would definitely say you need to take the lead and take charge and take control in achieving the feeling, whatever feeling it is you want to feel, which is probably satisfaction, fulfillment, pleasure, etc. But this is conflict. I mean, both of these cards, the 2 5s here, are cards of conflict, aren't they? This is the card of this is a battle, but this is more of the winning at all costs type energy, and kind of being downtrodden. So it's like this is what you would need to fight against. You've got the Ace of Wands, that's like your spark, that's your drive to me. And then you've got the 5 of Pentacles. That would be where he's literally been left out in the cold, hasn't he? Downtrodden. Do I need anything else? I'll get one more after the Emperor. Oh, that is quite a lot, isn't it? You've got the 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the World, that is a new cycle. It's a new beginning, isn't it? This is that letting go energy again, this 10 of Swords. So with the eclipse there, I think the eclipses are about revealing things. I'm not 100% sure. I need to check that, but it may be telling you to let go of maybe thoughts, because 10 Swords are thoughts, aren't they? Possibly letting go of limiting beliefs or thoughts and showing the real you. Possibly showing the side of you that can take the lead, because his back is turned. We can't see him. We can't see that he's the Emperor. If there wasn't any indication that this was the Emperor card, would we know it's the Emperor? Maybe, based on the symbols that are there. But his back is turned, so we're not seeing him taking the lead and being proactive in releasing any burdens. Yeah, I'm getting it is a strong energy of kind of fighting and putting in the effort and taking control of how you want to feel and doing what it takes to achieve the feeling that you want to achieve. But there's a need to be open-minded, have a beginner mind, be open to new possibilities, letting go of any old ways, old paths possibly. Okay, standing up for how you feel, I would say, is a term that comes to mind. But it won't come knocking at your door. You have to put the energy into it. I am going to read. I'm going to have a quick look at that Spirit Has a Plan card to see if there's anything else helpful there. And then I will get you a Sacred Rebels card. So Koala Spirit Has a Plan, which is number 35. Right, so it says, in nature, the koala moves slowly through the branches of the eucalyptus tree, leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or competition. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that we have all we need and that spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly with faith in the abundance that is everywhere. Surrendering to a power greater than yourself you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. Spirit is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure, and contentment, all gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you, and know that you are loved and cherished. The protection message says, are you feeling uneasy and mistrustful of the world? This one, protection message, may be more relevant to you, and I feel like this energy, that uneasiness and mistrust of the world, has come up in quite a few of your readings. Have you been hiding in a safe spot? So I was talking about comfort zones. Afraid to venture out because you're convinced that life and other people will disappoint you. Koala Spirit has appeared to let you know that your faith is misplaced. The present safety you seek is already passing away, because all things are temporary and outer conditions are always changing. Find your safety by placing your faith and trust in Spirit, who will grow the abundance that is already yours. Perhaps you are acting slowly and overly cautiously because you lack faith that there is more for you out there than you know. You may have boxed yourself into a safe place that has nothing else to give you and become so familiar with it that you have forgotten to explore. Are you feeling pessimistic and convinced there is nothing more out there for you? Koala Spirit reminds you that self-care is meant to replenish you so that you can venture out again in faith, trusting there is no limit to the joy Spirit wants you to experience. Be good to yourself and reconnect with Spirit to reclaim your faith in things yet unseen. Okay, so that protection message kind of sums everything up, to be honest, about needing to explore, have a beginner mind, being open. Yeah, that kind of sums it up, to be honest with you. It's as much as it's saying Spirit, it's like Spirit will back you. You also have to let go of any of comfort zones. Time to let go. Let go of comfort zones, let go of fears, be willing to put yourself out there. So I will now get you a Sacred Rebels card as well. Okay. All right. Luckily it didn't set on fire. I'm going to try that again, and then I'll relight the candle before I start reading, because it's weird having a dead candle there. It distracts me as much as we're nearly at the end of the reading. But let's get the message for you. Oh no, that's too many. I'm going to try again, because these messages are very long and I am going to read it from the book. So I just want one message. There we go. Thank you. Right, I'm going to pause, light my candle again, and then I'll read the message for you. Okay, Cancer, so you have faith in the process. That actually feels like it matches already without even reading the message, but there you go, faith in the process. Okay, so it says, it's number 32. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, that would be Spirit has a plan, or a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As likely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniable persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, and that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in that grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the processes and events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily and with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. Ironically, it is through complete surrender in total faith that we become the most empowered. When we are no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and moved by the process. Having faith in the benevolence of life, rather than harbouring the suspicion that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing, then we can relax a little. Having faith in the process gives you space to be curious about what is taking place and to relax enough to be open to what we are most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what that is or how it can happen. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life itself. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are coming off or that they are a bit rickety, but you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom, for I love you and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. So hopefully that was helpful. I still feel that you do need to put yourself out there in some way, shape or form, even if that means being seen. And there's definitely a lot of themes around letting go of something. Again, I said fears, it could be beliefs, and being open to the new, whether it's new beliefs, opportunities, etc. But hopefully that was helpful to you. If you would like the Vintage Tarot book, please remember to send me an email. As usual, I usually say feel free to leave your comments, and I'm also going to be adding, which I haven't done before since I've had the channel, as well as leaving comments. If you would like to, please like the video. If you want to share the video, please do that, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated as well. So until the next video, take care. Thank you.